Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Last time, we did Chapter 10 of the main story and got ourselves 2 new party members with Celica and Gajarg. I'm hoping that today we can repeat that and do Chapter 11 and get the next couple party members, though I don't actually know what chapter unlocks them, so we'll see. Between streams, I did a bunch of grinding. So everybody is level 50, has level 50 weapons, and level 50 skills. So I should be more than equipped for this level 44 story mission. So let's see what the consequences are.
What should I whip up today?
I thought we were done with these. Oh, we got new options. The chef's choice or the house special? Let's go with chef's choice.
All right, you got it.
Lots of spices. Oh. Really? We're still doing this?
We need you in the hangar, now!
Commander?
It's Lau. Hey, get away from that! Elma, get your butts over here!
What was
Serby,
that
thank
all
you for the
about?
lurk.
Did I hear him talking to Lau?
Whatever it was, it didn't sound very good. We'd better get to the hangar ASAP.
Yeah, we better get over there and see what he's doing. I mean, they already stole the big black skull back, so I don't know what's down there that he wants. So I think that's on the lower level, but I'll try this first. Yeah, we're having a good day, Serby. Yeah, it's down on the lower level. I figured that. So where is a warp point down there? That'll have to do. Wish I could view the map as like 2 different levels and just see the warp points. Like Xenoblade or the original Xenoblade did that. I don't know why this one can't.
Listen up.
But what did Lau do now? What did he do? Barricade himself in there? I guess so.
Boy, have you lost your mind! You know damn well what that data means to us, to our entire race!
Of course I do. It means an end to this giant lie. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Commander, what's going on?
Ask Lau. We caught him stealing a data terminal with classified intel.
Stealing intel?
Explain yourself, Lau.
You should have let me die that day, Elma. You knew the truth. That I was a ganglion spy.
What?
Yeah, we kind
I
of knew
had
that
my
already.
suspicions, but I didn't want to believe it.
Your mistake. And it'll cost you. The data and your newest skell, the Prog Ares. The ganglion will appreciate the gift.
Boy, I am gonna kick your ass so hard, your real body will feel it.
Not if you value your precious data.
Wow! What the hell's going on here?
Oh, look at this. The whole gang's coming out to say goodbye.
What the hell, Lau?
Hold your fire. He's got the only copy of that data on his MIM.
Damn it!
A little insurance policy. Sorry, Doug.
You'd betray all your friends? Your entire species?
Well, I'm no big fan of theirs, believe me. The talking cats or that giant leech. But the ganglion and I share a common goal.
And that is?
Think about it, Doug. You know the answer.
The hell I do. You've lost it, man.
Yeah. I lost it all. Goodbye.
Lao!
Well, off he goes. I guess we're gonna have to go chase him down. Did you have to blow a hole right through the wall?
All right. What exactly happened back there?
Welp. You all know how Frontier Nav uses the White Whale's trajectory data to simulate potential crash scenarios. Then cross-checks it with our probes to narrow down possible lifehold coordinates. Well, all that work paid off. We finally got enough probes in the ground to accomplish what we've been trying to do. In other words, we can isolate every possible landing zone and scan them to find the lifehold core.
What?
Oh ho!
Are you certain?
That's what the eggheads tell me.
Tatsudo dance of discovery!
But
What are we waiting for?
he probably took all the data we need.
Lao? I don't get it.
I think I do.
That's right. He took the terminal that was analyzing the data and deleted all the backups for good measure.
I mean, I'm sure it can be redone. It's just going to take too long. But yeah.
No, actually, it's a good thing we didn't. No one had any idea where on his MIM he was keeping the terminal.
Well, I mean beforehand.
We'd have to start the entire simulation over again. And there's not enough operating time left on the clock for that.
Exactly.
Then we have no choice.
We have to find Lao and recover that terminal.
For now, let's assume he's headed for that ganglion stronghold we heard about north of Sylvalum. We'll need to hurry.
I just hope that Gajarg guy was telling the truth.
Everything is riding on this mission. Don't screw it up.
Oops,
That
5% battery.
goddamn
That's not good.
for nothing. What the hell is he after?
I still don't get it. They keep saying like, oh, I guess we should hope that the place they told us about in Cauldros is where they say it is. There's a giant frickin' base spread throughout pretty much the entirety of Cauldros. Like, you literally can't miss it. And we've been up there plenty of times. Like, not for the story, I know, but it's really hard to not find the big base in Cauldros here. Like, This is Cauldros. This base takes up, like, half of Cauldros. There's no missing that. Let's not go to the one in the middle of lava. Oh yeah, I can show off my new skill. So I went up with the level 50 Rausveg myself. Because the AI was not doing well with this, being a light skull and less armor. And this skull is particularly fancy. Because it can become a fighter jet.
Come on, you and me.
So I might want to not invert the controls, because that's messing me up. I'm not used to this. Okay, I'm going to get out of this mode, so I'm going too fast. So where is the cutscene trigger? Just completely ignore these guys here. So is it on the outside, or I need to find my way inside somehow? Actually, I have something that's going to tell me just that. I guess I have to go in through the human-sized hole, not the giant skull hole.
This reading. It's the Prague Aries. This puts its signature in the middle of the large chamber on the other side of this structure.
Oh, so when where
You think
Frogman
we
is.
found Lao then?
He can't be far. Let's go.
Okay. I have no idea how to open this.
All right. Let's look around and see if we spot another entrance.
Surprised there aren't enemies just waiting right behind us here.
How about door up over there?
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. I mean, as much as having the skull-sized door open would be nice, we don't want to make this too easy on us, having the full power of a skull, so guess we're going in on foot.
It begins.
And it's interesting what Lao talks about for the big lie, which, as I said, I've beaten this game on the Wii U before, so I do know what the twist is coming up, but I mean, I don't entirely blame him for being upset, and obviously we'll get there when we get there. I'm not going to spoil it. But he could definitely have handled things better.
That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Furious blast.
So given the opportunity to shoot him later, I'm still not, if we get one, I'm not going to turn it down.
Shadow strike.
Because we were talking, because even if he's angry and upset,
Side
I'm talking about the future of the entire race, so not something to mess around with.
primer. Shadow strike.
I think good, these enemies have a reasonable amount of health for not being a lot of skull. Because as I was complaining about last stream,
You and me.
not everything does that.
Going all out.
I was very annoyed, but I did beat that thing.
Like you. Here comes a fierce one. Go me.
Now, come on.
See how many waves of these guys you have to fight through to get to where Lao is.
Move in and do some
Don't
damage.
really feel like wasting overdrive on these guys.
I know.
They're just fodder.
Shadow strike.
sure we'll get to some bigger things inside soon enough. I guess I can just use my TP thing for now. There's two of them there. Maybe I should have used it. And there it is again. Yeah, the overdrive just annihilates them. We're gonna have to listen to this annoying siren the whole time, aren't we? Back the closer one, please. This game's targeting at its finest. At its worst, I'm drawing in like the entire area to fight me, even though I'm trying to attack just the thing that's right in front of me. There's the weapons hanger, apparently. I guess he was delivering the skull right to them there. Well, honestly, this also all could have been avoided had Elma just reported it. And said, hey, I really suspect this. Let's keep an eye on him and not let him do anything stupid. So I can also kind of blame her a little bit too. Like, for something so crucial, why wouldn't you have, like, an offline, like, some kind of a backup that's not known?
Get up. Let's turn this thing around. Let's do this in one shot. Primer. We should weaken them just to be safe. Shield wall.
Like, how does Lau know where the data is and where all the backups are? Like, I believe their information security practices are not that good.
Come on. You and me.
Oh, we got a tyrant. But we're 10 levels above, so we're basically should be pretty evenly matched because it's not a huge enemy. I mean, it's big, but it's definitely far from the giant class enemies. I think I did go through and update my ground gear just in case. I think some of the stuff I got has the humanoid layer augments, so at least for the throne, I assume that counts. It's not often we have to defeat one of our own, which we have had to sometimes, unfortunately. Because there'll always be bad people, even in a very bad situation like this. And just take advantage of it. Alright, I meant to go listen to this song outside of the game because I gotta listen to the music, but I don't hear the words at all. So the number of times I've heard this song, I couldn't tell you what any of the words are to it. But I also don't want to turn it up, because then I risk it getting caught in the copyright check. As that's happened, I think, twice so far with this game. Not for that song, but for other ones. Specifically the ones with lyrics in certain cutscenes.
Nice work.
I'm sure YouTube can auto-edit it out, but that's extra work. And it just messes up with the VOD. So I'd rather not do it if I don't have to.
Here we go. Wait, change things up. Use a buff. I think I like you. Nice. Move in and do some damage. A close down. Side attack. Close in. I know. Quickly take this. Yes. We flash grenade.
Now this will be chapter 11. In the original game it was 12 chapters, so they got one more after this. I'm curious if it'll be any different now because the definitive edition adds a chapter 13 for extra story. And possibly a ending that actually makes sense and is more satisfying. So I'm curious to see how they bridge that. But we'll be finding out this stream, I don't think. I guess it depends on what the requirements are for Chapter 12. You never know, I could do it this stream. So if it has like multiple affinity missions to do before that, then maybe not. I guess we'll see after this. Story missions tend not to be super long. We're getting near the end, so you never know.
Problem solved.
Elevator is already ready. Going up. Or down, I guess. Had a 50-50 shot.
They've seen us.
Ball guys.
Down you go. Flame grenade. Killing machine. This could make all the difference. Side
How's everybody's day going, though?
nice. Move in and do some damage. I know.
It was a decent day for me. I made a lot of progress at work today. I was doing a lot of mobile app dev work and trying to get a bunch of things pushed out soon. I got a lot of people on my case. So hopefully it'll be a good week. It's like be visiting with a friend or going out for a walk after stream. Got the Switch 2 on Thursday, which really hope it arrives on time. And possibly some other good things too, so we'll see what happens. But it could be a really good week. Now I have my 5 a.m. on call for work on Wednesday, which is usually every other week, so that's not going to be fun. But I think with all the potential good for this week, it balances out.
It didn't have to be like this. Engaging. Lay down some
Got
fire.
more tyrants, so this was lower level than the first one.
Like you. Hit him again for me. Hope you're ready.
Seems like an odd choice to me. Unless they're considering this a higher size class enemy.
Move in and do some damage.
Possible.
I know. Take this.
Yeah, it has more health, so that'll be the reason.
You gotta believe.
Abuse, thanks for the prime sub.
I'm on a roll.
Very much appreciated.
Shadow Strike. Killing machine. Now crystal.
Reach is the only one that's low, well, not low health, but lower health than the rest of us. I mean, I get she's the squishy one because she's the support person, but still, like, heal yourself at least. There she goes.
Close the gap.
Now it's my turn.
I got them pending. Now pop that.
Oh, these guys, these Valsade people drop some good stuff, potentially. They can drop schematics for the Skull super weapons. So we'll see if we get lucky. I doubt I'm going to go for the super bosses, because I really don't feel like grinding up to level 99.
Move in and keep them going.
So I'm only at level 50 now. Well, actually, the level limit in the original was 60. I think they raised it to level 99 for the remake. So I would have been close to level cap before. And I jumped through that. Didn't see if I actually got any of the schematics. I mean, I can check. I got weapons, but I don't think I got a schematic. I'll have to not mash through it next time and see.
They've seen us.
But it looks like we have more chances.
Ready? Let's move in. Quick shield wall.
Appreciate it.
Shadow strike.
Here comes the fierce
I figured we'd win. Problem
Right?
solved.
Anything?
We did it.
Nope. Just looking for like a random set of numbers and letters to, as they do for all the schematic names. Yeah, there's a container there. I'm not gonna be back in here that much, so I may as well grab this now while I can. Actually, what's the segment recon for this? A level 47 Tyrant, and then the one we're in now is locked. So it probably means story progress. I could definitely do a level 47 Tyrant. Ideally, I'd rather do it in my skill and not on foot. But considering we're going that direction, it's probably in the building here, so no skill. It would have to be optional because it's only level 44 recommended for this. So they wouldn't give us a Tyrant that's 3 levels above us. Nice overdrive.
Too easy. Moving on
Make
the
this go
next
fast.
Fury Flash. Nailed. Now Crit Primer. Flame Grenade. A Clover Skid. Drum Roll. Shadow Strike. Quick Too easy. Moving on the next
We've still got more.
Move in and do some damage.
Shield Wall.
Appreciate it.
Since I was mentioning the Switch 2 earlier, what's everybody looking forward to for the Switch 2 if you do plan on getting it?
Shadow Strike. Flame Grenade.
There's not much new for me, at least to start.
Now.
It's going to be a lot of upgrades, like the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom upgrades.
Thank you.
So I'll probably replay those with the whole Zelda notes, like extra things that they added. And just playing it in 4K HDR. We do have a 4K OLED monitor for that. I'm playing Fantasy Life I, which is getting an upgrade. Ruin Factory 6, or whatever the actual name of it was, has a Switch 2 edition, and apparently is getting some pretty good reviews from what I've seen from the headlines. So I'm excited for that. But that's not an exclusive.
My lead. Target and Shield Shadow. Appreciate it. Quick Cannon. Trash Chuck. Side Flash Grenade. Flame Grenade. Ghost
More. Didn't know I was so popular.
They like you.
Doc's decided to come play fight, because of course.
Sliding.
Now that's how to evade. You can do it.
Clover Skid.
I owe you one.
Yeah, the only exclusive I'm kind of looking forward to is the Donkey Kong 3D one, which
Quick Cannon. Drum Roll.
I'm mixed on that right now. I don't, like, it could be fun, but I'm not particularly hyped for it.
Sliding. Slinger. Side Flash.
I guess the Kirby has exclusive Switch 2 content, the new story mode, so I guess that counts. Definitely want to stream that, because I already did the rest of Kirby and the Forgotten Land on the channel. And Legend ZA 2, which is getting the Switch 2 edition,
And do some damage. A Clover Skid.
which I'm excited comes out on my birthday, so that'll be my birthday stream, I guess, for this year.
Assault Cab. Sliding. Slinger. Ready? Overdrive.
So many of these guys here. I guess we're gonna completely clear the room.
Trash Chuck. Assault Cab. Fury Flash. Lay down. Cut a primer. A Clover Skid. Blast a hole right sliding.
We know there's gonna be a Pokemon Direct, I think July 22nd? Which I'm sure we're gonna get more news on ZA, or at least... I don't know what news it would be, like maybe another overview trailer, but... I feel like we don't need to see any more about the game at this point. I don't want them to, like, jump into spoiler territory, as they sometimes do. So I'd hope if they're doing a Pokemon Direct, they have something new big to announce that's not just EA. I still think it's too early for Gen 10. I'd love if it was Mystery Dungeon, but unfortunately I don't think that'll be the case.
Somehow I knew something like this was going to happen.
The clock's ticking. Take it down quickly.
Come on, you and me.
So we don't know who this is. It's not Lao, it's just a big
Engaging.
skell.
There we go. Got it.
We'll make sure to target all the joints, or the appendages, just to...
There.
so it has less things to attack us and takes more damage.
Shadow cannon. Yes. Weaken it.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else we might see for that Pokemon Direct. I mean, we know we're getting Coliseum and XD on GameCube NSO at some point, so maybe we'll get a date for that. But I'd love it if we saw, like, the main line, like, give us, like, Gen 1 to 3 or something. What else? What else? Yeah, Mystery Dungeon, I'd love it if it was the case, but I doubt it. No Gen 10, I don't think, or at least I hope not. Give it enough time to cook. I mean, yeah, they could surprise us with something else. I'm sure there'll be the usual bevy of, like, here's Unite, here's all the mobile apps, and I guess whatever that battle game they were developing, probably show more of that off, I guess. Now, there's been rumors of a proper Nintendo Direct sometime in June. Which I guess give us some more information on the second half of the year. Give us some dates. Yep, we got shiny.
What do you think it is?
Part of a machine?
Silly friends, it obviously keyed to big door from before.
I actually think he's right.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, you can have my skeleton now. Literally the only reason for that to exist.
This way we can ride our skells in.
Exactly. Perfect. The same thing for the Nintendo Direct. Like, I'm sure they would have to have something big new to show us. I'd have to imagine whatever their big holiday game is going to be. I don't think it would be Metroid, though I don't think we have a date for that yet. It's like, I'd love it to be 3D Mario, but again, probably not. So I think that's the 3D Mario team is who did the Donkey Kong game, so I mean, they could have multiple teams, but if the usual team for 3D Mario is doing Donkey Kong, it's probably going to be a little while. But it does feel really weird to not have either a 3D Mario or a 3D Zelda to launch the console. And I don't really count Mario Kart as a 3D Mario. I guess you could technically call it that. It's not a platformer one.
I expected no less from NLA's #1 team.
Lau!
The Ganglion really are afraid, you know. Even Luxar, their leader, trembles at the idea we might get our bodies back.
Which is still weird.
That's why he had me stick around here, to keep you out of his tendrils.
You knew we had no choice. We had to chase after that stolen data terminal.
None of this will matter soon. Once they destroy the Lifehold core and all of us with it, this'll all be over.
You don't sound so excited anymore.
Of course I'm excited. Why wouldn't I be? We can finally stop living this goddamn lie. We'll all be free at last.
We'll all be dead, Lau.
Yeah, just because you want to die so bad, don't take us all with you.
Reuniting with our real flesh and blood?
Wrong. We're already dead, Lynn. Our flesh and blood burned away with the earth.
Listen, Lau. We don't have time for a debate here. We came here for that terminal, and we're taking it back with us, whether you like it or not.
Of course. You wouldn't want to hear this, would you? Or have them hear it. Fair enough.
Yep, there's something big going on. But I think that's for chapter 12. But for now, we get to kick your ass, and I'll take pleasure in it, considering how much trouble you've caused us. You get a fancy new skull, but all four of us also have fancy new skulls. So good luck.
It didn't have to be like this.
You're only level 45, we're level 50, so...
You're mine. You wish.
I gotta be the most careful, because I'm in the light scale, so I don't have as much armor. Or as much fuel as everybody else does.
Melee attacks.
But I'm basically a glass cannon,
I'll weaken them. How's this? Suck on this.
which isn't usually my preferred playstyle, but the skull lets me be a fighter jet. So honestly, it's too fast to control most of the time, so unless I'm trying to get somewhere quickly, at that point I could just fast travel.
Just getting started.
Unless I want to not fast travel and just do it for fun.
This is wrong. Humanity should have died out along with the Earth. We should have let nature take its course and accepted our fate.
You don't believe that, Lau. If you did, you would have never volunteered to work on Project Exodus in the first place. Or on the White Whale's crew.
Well, I was a believer once. I honestly thought we could pull it off. I knew we couldn't save everyone, of course. Billions of people in that time frame? But a cross-section of races? Religions? Yes, it felt like all the usual politics disappeared. People from different countries had to come together. There was no other choice. This was survival. So I signed up.
So what happened?
It was all lies. If you weren't rich, or connected, or part of the First World elite, you got left to die on Earth.
What?
Oh, yes. The only reason people like you and me got on board the White Whale is because they could use our skills, exploit our talents. But everyone else? All those countless souls boxed up in your precious Lifehold core? The same elitist bastards that decided they're the only part of humanity worth saving.
No.
If you don't believe me, ask Elma.
I can't say I agreed with how all the passengers were chosen. But I hardly see how it justifies this madness. We were acting to save the human race. I never understood why humans separate themselves off. By race, by class, religion, country, age. As if it matters in the end. On a genetic level, the differences are insignificant.
No, not insignificant. Not to humans. But really, how could you understand, Elma? Sorry, but I won't let those
Hint.
bastards purge what made us human. I'll kill us all first.
Wow, look. I admit I had no idea about any of this. But killing what's left of us isn't going to solve anything. It's you playing God instead of them. How is that fair?
Don't talk to me about fair. Is it fair what happened to my wife and little girl?
Oh,
That's why I volunteered. I didn't sign up for Project Exodus because I wanted to save the human race. No. I signed up for Project Exodus because I wanted to save my family. We knew there were no guarantees we'd be chosen, of course. We promised each other we'd accept our fate either way. But
Why
at
didn't
least
you?
This way, we had a chance. We had something to hope for. Hope was all we asked for. But there was never any hope. Not really. The decision was already made. We just didn't know it yet. These scum deserve to die, Elma.
No, they
No
don't.
one deserves to die, Lao.
Tell that to Charmaine and Chenchi. Tell it to everyone we left back on Earth. And you knew they'd seal the fate of all those people. And then you lied. You lied about why no one could know who made it onto this ship until after launch.
The decision came down to saving a subset of humanity or total extinction. I stand by that decision, and I'd do it again. Enough talk. I don't expect you to agree with every decision that was made in the past. But I won't let you destroy humanity's future.
Fair enough. I don't expect you to agree either. But that won't stop me.
I mean, I don't think anyone can really agree with you. We're trying to save ourselves, and you're trying to kill all of us, so... I think there's a clear who's right and who's wrong in this scenario. Like, sure, in something like this, there's always going to be money and politics playing behind the scenes, and obviously people pulling favors to get chosen for all this. It's like, it's inevitable. But that doesn't mean that those people deserve to die, either.
I'll weaken them. Gotcha. Nice. Easy. Move in and do some damage. Suck on this. I know. Take this. Easy.
I got confused about my art for a second. I thought I was still in ground,
You wish.
but no, I'm in my skill. That's why I have different arts.
I'll weaken them. Follow me. Go me. Now close the gap. Here comes a fierce one.
And again, like, oh, people got picked because of their talents, and like, of course, you're settling life on new planets. Like, you need people that have the skills that can make that happen. So yeah, it's unfortunate that people that can't play a part in that didn't get picked, but again, it's humanity survives or humanity doesn't.
You wish.
Just because your wife and daughter didn't get on board doesn't mean you don't try to destroy what's left of humanity. Like, that's
Weaken.
crazy, to say the least.
You're mine. Hunter's blow. Take this. I'll weaken them. Follow me.
I don't know if they made this fight easier, or if just I didn't have level 50 skills when I did this. I remember this being a lot harder,
Take this.
Crippling the target.
but I probably didn't have the level 50 skills at this point
You're mine.
when I did it last time.
Huh? Suck on this.
I probably would have done this mission as soon as I was able to, level-wise. In which case I would not be able to use a level 50 skill. But that is actually level limited to being level 50 plus.
Gotcha.
Easy.
Crippling the target.
And there actually are level 60 skills, but you need schematics for them, and then you need to go find all the materials for them.
Move in and keep your cover. Fierce one.
So if I do want any chance at the super boss, I am going to have to do that and probably grind for those schematics, which probably isn't going to happen, because with the Switch 2 coming out on Thursday, I'm going to have a lot of other things to play. So unless I'm bored down the road, I might come back to it, but every time I say that, I never do. You're done.
No more fighting, Lau, and no more excuses. The data.
Honestly, he'd probably sooner self-destruct himself and take the data with him.
Go ahead and shoot, if you're so sure of yourself. Just don't hit the terminal. So, what's it gonna be? The chest or the head? You've got a 50-50 chance. The fate of all humanity hanging in the balance. Gotta love those odds. So, what are you waiting for?
No, Elma, not like this!
Step aside, Lynn. If I can shut down his MIM, there's still a good chance we can extract the data afterwards.
No, damn it, that's not even the point! We're all on the same side here!
Obviously not.
You.
You too?
Thank you. Elma, listen. I understand Lau's anger. I lost my family to an accident a long time ago. But if someone promised me a chance of saving them, and that was all a self-serving lie, who knows what I would do?
Lindy.
It's disturbing, and corrupt, and disgusting, and yet, that's exactly what makes us human. Maybe we really should have been wiped out of existence. But then...
I mean, at least try to bring him in alive.
The data terminal. Take it.
What? But Lau...
I'm abandoning my little crusade. Guess I'm just as corrupt as anyone else.
Lau,
I changed my mind.
changed your mind.
I thought this was about them, but somewhere along the way, it became about me. And about revenge.
Obviously.
It's over now.
Why else would you do all this?
So go. The Lifehold core has built in auto defenses. It'll take them some time to destroy it. If you hurry, you might still make it in time.
He's right. There's no time to lose. Lynn, can you finish the analysis here?
It's technically possible, but without the full NLA mainframe working on it, it would take way too much time.
Then we have no choice. Let's get back to the city ASAP.
Lau too. Come back with us to New LA.
Yeah, right. As if I could ever set foot inside that city again.
It won't be like that. Not once everyone knows the facts, at least. They might not agree, but they will understand.
You're naive, Lynn. They lock me up and toss away the key. Or worse, a lot worse.
Maybe, but that's on you. You have a lot to answer to. So either way, we're taking you back with us.
I'd rather be shot.
That's why it's more of a punishment to come back with us and face what you did.
Fine, whatever. But there's no time to evac me. You go ahead.
But that's... Elma.
He's right, Lynn. Time is running out. We need to move, and fast.
Just dangle him beneath one of the skulls and fly back.
Lau, we'll send some medics for you, okay? Just stay put. Until then, you're not allowed to die, you hear me? I'll see you back in New LA.
Sure. Great, you got it. Now would you go already?
Yeah, we're just gonna send a batch of medics into the middle of the enemy's home base.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna work very well. What are you doing, Tatsu?
Tatsu will split special lunchbox with Lao. Because Lindley says Lao not allowed to die. So
Don't get left
Lao's
behind
alive
again,
for
Tatsu.
Lindley or else Tatsu kill him.
Last time you brought out your lunchboxes, you got us in big trouble because you weren't supposed to be there.
Not allowed to die.
Nope, you gotta
Of
atone.
course I'm not. Even if I killed myself, I'd just wake up in a new Mim anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Charmaine, Chenchi, I'm so sorry, girls. Seems like Papa can't come to be with you just yet. Damn it. I'm sorry. You watch over each other until I get there.
Alright, like they said, we gotta get back fast if we wanna find the Lifehold core.
Tell me you got it.
Yes, sir.
Thank God. Let's get it analyzed.
Commander, hold on. Lao's still back at the Ganglion base in Caldros. He's seriously injured.
Yeah? And? What exactly are you getting at? I know you aren't suggesting we help that backstabbing bastard. He tried to kill you guys.
I am, but...
He's been through a lot, Commander. You know his story as well as anyone. When we signed off on Project Exodus, we knew there'd be cases like Lao. Potentially hundreds of them. Look at Irina. She's still struggling with losing her brother. But we moved forward anyway, for the greater good of mankind.
Irina didn't try to kill us. In fact, she's been doing everything she can to help further Blade's cause.
Are you sure?
Hmm?
According to Gwyn, she's been acting strange. Reckless. Almost suicidal. He thinks maybe she wants to die.
It takes different forms, but it's coming from the same place as Lao. Of course, it's no excuse for what he's done, just putting it in perspective.
Fine. We'll bring him in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Commander.
Yeah, he's
I
got to
won't
answer
get
for what
too
he's done, but he doesn't
excited
deserve to
about it.
die.
Especially after I break every bone in his body.
Warranted.
It's going to take a bit to complete the analysis. Let's regroup at the barracks.
Alright, and that's chapter 11. I will absolutely save. Out of curiosity, what is going to be the requirements for chapter 12? Wow, level 49, which we can do, and just have the flight module, which we have. Huh, that's tempting, knowing that chapter 13 is still there. we could do this now. We do have ads coming up in a couple of minutes, so I'm not going to start anything until the ads are done. Okay, we do have one new party member. Help the rookie on their adventure. Oh, yeah, I know who this is. Oh, we have a lot of things here. Black life hold. There was something else that was white life hold. Very dire names in these. Yeah, that was one that I was struggling on, because there was a level like 60 tyrant that's in the way when I was trying to kill things. But do I want to just do the next story mission? I mean, assuming it's handled how I'd expect it to be handled, we could do that. Basically fight the final boss. And then still be able to do some other things between now and chapter 13. Which is kind of tempting. It'd be nice to get that done today. And then just in case I take a break from this for like a week or two for Switch 2 and other things, we could at least have beaten the final boss and then leave the brand new content for the next stream. So I think I'm going to take a chance and just do that. Like, I'm going to have a save here, so if I do need to revert to before it, then I can do that. But that sounds like a plan. So once the ad break's done, we'll start chapter 12. And I will step away briefly during the ad break, so I'm not going to miss anything. So I can stretch. I can at least leave us right in front of the thing. Alright, there's the ads, so I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm back. Alright, let's get started with chapter 12 then. Jay did save, right? I'm definitely that person that, like, did it save? Did it really save? Let's save again. Just to be sure. Alright. Into the core.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, this is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I come before you with truly joyous news. News that I have been longing to be able to share with you since we first set foot on this unknown world. Thanks to the tireless efforts of the brave men and women of Blade, we have finally succeeded in securing the location of the Lifehold Core. Now make no mistake, recovery of the core will not be easy, especially as the Ganglion continue their persecution of our people. But as long as we forge ahead with the same determination and fortitude that got us this far, I have every confidence we will succeed in our mission. We will return to our natural bodies and take our place as living, breathing residents of our new home here on Mira. Until then, I ask you all to stand together in strength and courage as proud citizens of NLA.
That battery percentage looked higher. It was
All right,
5%
Blades.
before.
You heard what the man said. It's now or never. So let's get right to it. Your mission is to secure the Lifehold Core and activate its backup power system. We'll have the exact location isolated in the next 2 hours. You'll leave as soon as we have coordinates. We're counting on all of you. Each and every single Blade will participate in this mission. Godspeed.
Ooh, it's a party in here.
All right, everybody, dig in.
Literally.
And don't hold back. I made enough for everyone.
Tatsu helped with cooking too. Wow, you really went all out.
It smells amazing. Don't go hogging it all, Gwyn.
Yeah, whatever. You're one to talk. How kind of you to desert us like this, Lynn.
What in the hell is this? We're going to war here, people!
And you know what they say. Can't go to war on an empty stomach.
Can't go to war if you're dead either. Which is us if the Lifehold's power runs out. For all we know, the Ganglion are already at the core, getting ready to tear it apart. You still hungry? If we lose this one battle, we lose everything.
We already understand that, Doug. But you heard what Nagi said. We have to wait while they pinpoint the core's location.
Like this? You just don't get it, do you?
We do.
No, Doug. You don't get it.
What?
You think you're the only one here who's worried? We all are. We're scared to death. That's why we're here. Together.
Look, Irina...
Lynn is just trying to keep up morale the best way she knows how.
Yeah, pick on Linley and you answer to Tatsu.
All right. Look, Lynn. I'm sorry. I'm on edge. Worried, freaked out, all of it.
Well, come join us and eat.
Forgive me, okay?
No, but bring me 10 hot cocos, and we'll talk.
Just 10?
From that place you love, right? Okay, you got it.
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
have fun.
everyone. Lynn went to all this trouble, so let's dig in before it gets cold.
Tatsu liked this plan. Tatsu is starving.
Well, you don't have to ask me twice.
It does look very
Help
good,
yourself,
doesn't it?
Doug.
Roger that.
Oh, they did devour all of it.
Oh man, am I stuffed.
I couldn't eat another bite. Tatsu cannot move.
Amazing as always, Lynn. Thank you.
Now I get why Arena and the Commander are always making excuses to swing by. That was delicious, Lynn.
Oh, you guys. Don't make me blush. I'm just glad you enjoyed it.
Well, I should be getting back. Thanks for the eats.
Shall we, Lieutenant?
Yeah, we'd better go too. This was really great, Lynn. Thanks.
Yeah, this was fun, Lynn.
Indeed. It was a most enjoyable food ritual.
Well, that's one way to call
Alright.
it.
Good luck out there, guys.
A food ritual.
Elma, the analysis is just about finished. Gather your team and get over here.
On our way.
Well, of course we're going to be the front runners. Because who else gets anything done around here? We'll go the fast way, even though it's technically not in universe, but it's faster for me.
Listen.
I mean, whatever your information is not more vital than what we're doing right now. Now watch it be somewhere we've been before.
That's the Lifehold Core?
The coordinates place it off the west coast of Caldros. It's no wonder we couldn't find it. It's way out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, makes
Did it
sense.
sink underwater?
We'll find out soon enough. Let's suit up and get going. Secretary?
Our survival as a species hinges on your efforts. Elma, we need your help. Please save us.
We're all in this together, Secretary. My goal hasn't changed since I first set foot on the White Whale. You of all people should know that. I intend to see this through. That should go without saying.
I know. It's just, we've put so much on your shoulders.
You can make it up to me with a nice long vacation once this is all over. This planet fascinates me to no end. I'd love to take some time to explore it with no agenda.
Oh, can Tatsu be Elma's guide? Of course, Tatsu do it free of charge. It's all over the house.
It does make sense for
Let
him
me
to do
guess.
it.
Elle taught you that one?
We sent the coordinates to every Blade team we got. Elma, I want you to act as commander for everyone out there in the field.
I'd be honored, Mr. Chief Engineer.
I forgot how much I miss being called that. Commander makes me feel like some useless old stuffed shirt.
Yeah, and shirts aren't your style. All right, team, let's go.
Roger.
Tatsu has lunches all packed.
At least you're doing something for us. Alright, so what's our nearest warp point to there? It's this island, and then we can take my jet plane over from there. We'll get there really fast, even though it's just me. The other scouts can't do that. That thing's pretty big. Like, you can literally see that from offshore. So how did they not find it already at this point? I feel like that's on us. But of course, the Ganglion did beat us to it, so
Elma, there it is.
now comes the fun part.
Damn, they got to it already.
No, not yet. Look where it meets the water.
It's got special barrier.
Is that a force field?
The Lifehold was designed to sustain human life at all costs. The defensive shields that surround the core won't go down so easily.
So in other words,
We've nothing to worry about?
I didn't say that. Remember, they don't need to break into the core. They just have to keep us out until time runs out. Which is soon.
Speaking of time, it's time to kick some ganglion butt.
Yes, yes! Friends kick ganglion in butts.
That's the spirit. I need you all at your best. Everyone's counting on us to see this through. And we won't get a second chance.
No,
All
we'll be
units,
victorious.
This is your commander, Elma. My team will take point. We'll breach the core and then once inside, attempt to activate the backup power. Doug, Irina, Gwyn, and Elle, you're with us. All other teams, focus on clearing our approach, then defend our position once we're in. That is your priority, not destroying all enemy craft. Are we clear?
Team Grossada, roger!
Trishula, roger! Ningursu, roger.
Balmung, roger. Team Surtur, roger. We'll take out any hostiles along your approach.
Yeah, we've got all our friends from along the way. Missing a few, but
Breach team, let's go.
Roger!
at least we get the fun job. Question is, what are we going to find inside? So obviously from the last story mission, Lao was alluding to not good things.
They've seen us.
But we'll see that in a minute. And we'll just ignore these guys entirely, because they can't do anything to stop us. So we have cutscene immunity.
Finally. The Lifehold core.
Let's hurry, before they can follow us inside.
I guess we can just walk through the barrier for some reason?
All right, here we go.
Our
Let's
real
do it.
bodies. We can finally be whole again.
Attention, this is Lifehold Core Control. System energy levels have dropped below 0.2. Shielding will be disabled in T-minus 1,000 seconds.
Oh, we're on the clock.
Repeat. This is Lifehold Core Control.
What? 15 minutes and we lose the shields?
If the core runs out of power, the shields will be the least of our problems.
Well, yes and no. We need to keep the core powered, but we do also need those shields.
It's two birds with one stone's throw away. The shields will cause the ganglion to use up their materiel and retreat.
Exactly. Everything comes down to getting the backup power source online.
Right then. Let's do it.
So we got 15 minutes. I presume this is actually going to be a timed mission. So better not be underleveled or underpowered.
Once we're inside, there's no turning back. Everyone ready?
I'll not. That's literally all I can do.
You're sure now?
Very sure. That's fancy. Obviously there's more to Elma than what she's letting on. There's been so many hints and references to it, but it's about time we learn what she's really about.
Why have we not received confirmation that the target is destroyed? What is the delay?
Grandmaster, sir, the target appears to have some manner of customized Trion barrier.
A Trion barrier? Are you daft? These are humans we're talking about. No one outside of the Clue system has access to Trion technology. And those scales of theirs. How did a primitive race like theirs manage to piece those together?
As you say, Grandmaster. But if they are truly the Founder's descendants...
Don't speak to me of myths. Ha! A tale to frighten children. They are the disease, not the cure. They are not the failsafe.
How do you know that?
Number 4 cupola is down!
Heavy damage sustained in turret cluster 3.
The enemy forces are rallying. Sir, we can no longer effectively strike the target.
Where are the interceptors?
An enemy detachment has cut them off. They can't reach us.
But these are savages, not... No, I refuse to believe it.
Or maybe we're better than you think we are.
Prepare the Vita. I shall crush them myself.
Grandmaster, with all due respect, sir, the Vita belongs to the Great One. Your body could not withstand it.
The Great One's blood runs in these veins. I will use it, because I must use it. You loathsome apes! Prophecy or no prophecy, you will not be the end of our people! I swear it!
You talk about believing fairy tales, and then you're talking about prophecies.
Yes, your barrier. You think it can stop the Vita? Stop the Great One?
Well, we are in a tight time limit, so... let's get this thing started. Though apparently we're not timed, at least not yet, so I'll take it. Don't need that kind of stress added onto this. More big doors? Oh, interesting. Xenoblade 2 didn't come out till after this, but that's clearly designed after the core crystals from Xenoblade 2. Huh. And now I get to learn why Lao is so angry.
Is this it? Will my unending thirst for knowledge be satiated at long last?
Yeah, so then, where is it all? All I see is a whole lot of nothing.
It's so quiet. I feel like we're back in the cathedral.
Okay, Elma. What's the deal here? Where are all the stasis capsules? Where the hell are all our bodies?
Don't tell me. This isn't the core?
Whoa, what? Seriously?
This has to be it. You all saw what the core looked like in the mission briefing. This is definitely it.
Lynn's right. This is the place.
Then where are all the people we brought with us from Earth?
You're all controlling these MIMs from your real bodies, asleep in stasis. That's the explanation you were given by NLA, or should I say ECP officials. That was the official story. But it's not the whole truth.
Colonel, what do you mean?
Not the truth.
Wretched humans. You'd be dead already if it wasn't for that blasted barrier.
What the? It's that mech they stole from the hangar.
Ganglion?
He's an ugly mother. Eesh.
Agreed.
You must be the ganglion leader. The one Lao spoke of. Luxar, was it? That's him?
Do not presume to address me. You defile my name by even speaking it. Only the Great One may call me that.
Great One?
I am here to purge the universe of your disease, once and for all.
What are you so afraid of? Destroying the Earth wasn't enough. You had to chase down the survivors and destroy them, too. What's their threat? You'd even risk flying that crippled mech. That's right, isn't it? It's not complete. It's still missing something vital.
Interesting. Then you're not entirely ignorant, are you? Perhaps your human birthright allows you to sense it, even in that puppet shell.
Birthright?
You're no ordinary puppet. You must be the one responsible for the Trion barrier, the Skells, this whole blasted mess! Then perhaps I am mistaken after all. Perhaps humanity is the failsafe of legend. But you will not find the Ganglion content to submit and resign ourselves to that fate. No. Instead, I will purify this world and prepare it for the advent of the Great One. Now, humans, you die!
How about no? I was like, please tell me you brought my skulls in with me. Everybody get in your skulls. There's literally nothing you're gonna be able to do not in your skull. Like, be smart.
Deploying field. You've got the edge. You win. You'll understand me. Crippling the target. Follow up.
Alright, we're tied for level. I was like, we're in the lucky skulls too, so should be okay. I just gotta be careful since I have the weakest armor of anybody here.
You wish.
I probably have the strongest attack though as well, so. I could use some soul voice prompts for that now, just so we can heal a little bit. I don't think any of us really have healing skill abilities, which probably I should. I mean, I can't. My mech is special, that I can't actually customize it beyond what it has, but it is very good, so it's a worthy trade-off.
Right here.
You wish.
This is it.
Gotcha.
How can you be descended
Okay, phase
from
2.
them?
I confess, you were right about one. I was indeed fearful of humanity, of your threat. At the dawn of the cosmos, the Samarians arrived from another plane. We Gangly are forbidden from turning against them. If we ever tried, we would be destroyed. I thought that it was just a myth. And yet here you are, the descendants of Samar. You miserable human!
Well, hopefully that's not going to cause a problem.
How could you dare enlist such a primitive people? Barbarians! And yet the stories would have us bow down before you? Never!
I mean, it's not like we're trying to subjugate you or anything, we're just trying to live our lives in peace, so I don't know what you're doing here.
We should weaken them just to be safe. You're mine.
Oh good, at least I got healed.
Hey, hold still.
Okay, let's concentrate and try to...
You nice.
Hold
Move in and do some damage.
Are those extra mechs?
You're mine.
Okay, we've got satellite things. Do I go for the ads or do I go for the main body? I mean, probably the ads, because more sources of damage is probably the worst thing you can have in this game. So, will you keep spawning them over and over is the question. And I hope that answer is no. Or it could be like the Jarg Skull, where it just literally becomes invincible. Yeah, it's not taking any more damage, it looks like.
Come on.
You're mine.
You wish.
There's nothing else I can target, and you're invincible, so what am I supposed to do right now? And you're healing. Simply isn't a fight that I have to lose. I don't think this game's done that. There's nothing else I can target. Don't know why I took a capture. I mean, I can target different parts of it, but... It's not really doing anything, so I just have to wait for you to heal? Was I just that good that it is this timed and I just depleted its health way too fast? Oh, there's things way over here. Why did they spawn so far away from the actual boss? Like, why would I be looking that far behind me? And Somebody's gonna lose their skill just because they didn't think to look behind me.
You wish. Come on.
Take this. Oh, weaken them.
I literally had a whole bunch of those, so may as well use them now if it's literally the final boss fight, or at least what was the final boss fight. We'll see what the real final boss fight is whenever we get to the new content, which will be brand new for me. I might as well use all these items I've been hoarding this whole game. I'm definitely that person too, just not using all the important items because I might need them someday, and then get to the final boss, I'm like, oh, I might as well use them now. No, there is the super bosses too, so it's not like there isn't more. So I know that I need to look all around the area for those satellites now. He's gonna have a lot of his health back, and I probably could have finished the fight already. Very unfortunate. Considering we are technically on a time limit, at least the game's nice enough to not actually give us a time limit. Actually doing damage to whatever this thing is. Is he not invincible now? He's not. So let's just attack him then. That's the better option, I think. I'm not letting the AI lose their skills, because that's gonna make this fight a million times harder. And I can do whatever I need to do to get the more of those later. He's not taking much damage, probably because he's still shielded by these guys, so I guess we should actually take him out. I don't know why nobody's trying to help me here. Or these guys just have a heck of a lot of health. Probably just the latter. If we could get overdrive, that'd be nice, but I'm a little over halfway to that. Let's have it. Ow.
Crippling the target. Follow up.
Still looks he's taking more damage, so I don't know. Really, should I be attacking the satellite or him? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done this fight. Basically since this game first came out on the Wii U. What, more than 10 years ago now? That makes me feel old. Yeah, honestly, he's taking more damage than the satellite was. Somebody doesn't just go invincible again at some point. You're cackling, but you're the one that has almost no health right now.
Tales have come to pass. Even the Vita. Even the Great One's own vessel, bested by these primates. It sickening!
The bigger they come, the harder they fail.
Close
We
enough.
came here to ensure the survival of the human race. The will to live is stronger than the will to destroy, Luxar. That is why you lost here today.
If only I could see him, the Great One last.
I mean, had you just left us alone to begin with, this never would have happened. So you kind of brought your own doom upon you. Kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy there.
Sure looks that way.
Lieutenant, we did it! First dance of victory, then Lenley's victory feast.
Sure, Tatsu. I'm game.
Let us dance up a storm in any port.
Yeah, there's a lot you need to tell us, Elma.
Hey, come on. Lighten up. We just finally beat the Ganglion. Tatsu even wants to be part of the victory feast. Isn't that right, Tatsu?
Wait! When Lindley say part of the feast...
Yeah. I mean, we'll all eat you. In celebration.
No! Tatsu want nothing to do with Lindley's feast. Nothing at all.
Oh, okay. We'll just eat without you then.
But wait, no! Lindley know what Tatsu means.
Not really the time for that.
I'm sure you two will work it out somehow. Anyway, getting back to the conversation from earlier. So, that big machine hanging above us?
I've never seen one anywhere near that size, but it looks like a 7th generation quantum mainframe.
That's exactly right. It's by far the most technologically advanced computer humanity has ever created, in terms of both speed and capacity. It's also the foundation for the Earth-Life Colonization Project. It's where all your consciousnesses have been recorded.
What?
Elma. You mean...
Yes, that's what I mean. And not just everyone in New LA. The essence of all 20 million humans we brought with us from Earth are there. Including all their memories, their genetic makeup, anything and everything. It's all been digitized and stored away in the core. Right up there.
Then, what about our bodies?
You mean the originals all this data was sampled from? They were destroyed, along with the Earth.
There you go.
Then, wait, you mean we're already dead?
Mm-hmm.
You could see it that way. Or you could see it differently. The bodies you were born with, and all the chemicals and organs that created and stored your thoughts, are gone. But yourself has lived on as data, from the moment the project scanned your minds. It's all been stored here as part of the long-term plan, until it could be moved back into a real body.
What real bodies?
I'll show you. Those capsules represent a sample of all the genetic material that could be found on Earth. Exodus was always about more than just fleeing the planet. Ships like the White Whale were designed as arks, to carry the building blocks of all life on Earth to the next world.
Ark? You mean as in, like, Noah's Ark?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. A last-ditch effort to save all living things, that they might someday flourish again.
She literally made a cat out of nothing.
This entire chamber is filled with protoplasmic fluid. You see how it works. It can regenerate life from the genetic data stored above.
Including humans? All of us?
Once your bodies are cultivated, your present memory can be transferred back in. Everything you've felt or done in your MIM will be carried over seamlessly, without any loss in continuity.
You mean we'll have our bodies back? It sounds too good to be true.
It is too good to be true. Our bodies were real. We were born in them. And now you just snap your fingers and bam, we get new ones? Is that even right? Doesn't feel like it. Are we even humans anymore? Transferring our memories? Playing musical chairs with our bodies? Where do you draw the line? How do I know I'll be the same person I was wherever I end up?
To some extent, you won't be. But then, you never were. On a cellular level, we all wake up as slightly different people every day. It's only because of the continuity of consciousness that we even perceive ourselves as ourselves. It's all a fragile illusion. And until anyone proves we all have a soul, one better left to the philosophers. You're right to have doubts, Doug. This was the single biggest debate among the ECP board, and rightly so.
So then...
We did talk about putting actual bodies in stasis. We seriously considered it. In fact, some of the other projects took that path, but they would have been lucky if their ships were able to hold 50,000. The Exodus arcs were different. Enough data and materials to revive 20 million people, perfectly preserved on each and every ship. The board weighed all the pros and cons, the ethical issues and dangers of violating the natural order of things. But this is what they landed on, and I agreed.
So, when Lao said our flesh burned away with the earth, he wasn't just being dramatic.
No, he must have discovered the truth, which only made his pain worse. That the same people who passed over his family were keeping this all secret.
It's no wonder he snapped. Poor bastard.
But even so, he never said anything. You know why, right? Because of you, Lynn. He didn't want to see you lose hope. In the end, he led us here, right? In the end, maybe he accepted it. I'd like to think he did.
Maybe so.
The ultimate hope with Project Exodus was that Mimiosomes could escort this system to a safe new home. Lay down the foundations of a new society and basically reboot humanity. Continue where it left off. Despite everything we've been through, with the ganglion and everything else, that dream is almost a reality. I know how you feel, Doug, and you can call it whatever you like. But I need to see this through. I'll have to live with my decision, but I get to live with my decision. What about you?
Sorry, Elma. This is just a lot to take in. To be honest, I still have big concerns. But I can see you're following the path you believed in, the choices you were given. So what the hell? I made it this far in a tin can. Why not?
I mean, what else can we do at this point?
Me too.
Tatsu 3!
Tatsu, this has nothing to do with you.
What? No? Sorry, Tatsu a little lost, but if it means friends get to make more hum-hum, Tatsu gladly approve.
Hum-hum? The hell is that?
Tatsu have no idea.
Xenoblade 1 reference. Rip.
Luxar!
He's still alive?
Human scum. Failsafe or not, you will never see your people reborn. You will die in those puppet bodies of yours!
Attention, this is Lifehold Core Control. The system has detected a threat to core integrity. Now initiating internal defensive measures.
That slug-faced bastard! He's targeting the main control system!
Give it up, Luxor!
Silence, worm! You fools! You are the ones who don't belong here! Humanity is the cancer, not us!
We're still just standing there not doing anything about it.
Whatever it takes. We have to stop him, and quickly!
Roger that. Wait a second. Look!
Initiating internal defensive measures.
Are you kidding me?
The same system that regenerates life from Earth can also create biological weapons to defend itself. But those are... my god!
Those things? Those monsters are a defensive measure?
The system's malfunctioning. We have to stop it.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Hideous humans betrayed by their own hideous creation.
Who the hell are you calling hideous?
At least he's doing what we should have done.
Lau!
You came!
Damn you!
This was not going anywhere. You deal with the core defenses.
Got it.
You think it'd at least be coded to, like, realize that
You and me.
we're the people, and at least just go after Luxor and not us? But I guess they did say it's malfunctioning, so...
Too easy. Crippling the target. On the next follow up.
Yeah, we got chimeras, which... when humans try to play God, that's what you get. No matter what story you go to, it doesn't turn out well. Fullmetal Alchemist comes to mind.
Initiating internal defensive measures. Final phase.
You traitorous scum. What happened to our bargain? Do you humans have no principles at all?
Principles? You deal with a traitor, you really shouldn't be surprised when you get stabbed in the back!
You primitive little ingrate. Have you forgotten what they did to you? What they did to your family?
Oh, I remember all right. My family'd still be here if you hadn't brought your damned war to our doorstep. Because of you, there's only 20 million of us left. That leaves 9.98 billion reasons for me to want you dead. You who took my wife and daughter away from me, Luxor!
Damn it! Get him out of there!
Yeah, being in that stuff can't help.
Human DNA. It was true. It was all true.
Ouch, so he literally can't even touch us?
Hang on!
Wow, no!
I thought Exodus was a lie. One we all accepted because the truth was too painful. That humanity was meant to die off along with our home. Along with Earth. But something happened here on Mira. I realized I was wrong. These mimeosomes, they aren't just ghosts or shadows. They're people. Seeds of new life that are struggling to take root.
finally see that now.
It's a little late, but...
What's happening? It's like all the life on Earth is flowing inside me.
Oh, nightmare fuel. Lovely.
He's absorbing all the DNA! We have to stop him!
I mean, at least get in your skulls first. Come on.
No! You can't!
We have
Out
to.
of the way, Lynn! We can't let the life hold be destroyed. This time, I'll shoot.
Elma! Please!
She's right. It's not me anymore. This body is beyond my control. Please, Lynn, put an end to this. Don't let me be the one who finally ruins everything. Everything humanity has achieved to get us this far.
Last warning, Lynn. You need to move.
Okay. But then I'm fighting too.
Of course.
Not just for our sake, but for his! And you. Are you with me?
Obviously. Alright, we have to fight whatever this is. So seriously, what did we make before leaving Earth that even malfunctioning would come up with something like this? Like, this is like the AI future, where like we just let the AI build on itself and do weird things and create monstrosities like this. Alright. I'll be right back. The dog needs out. 1 second. Okay, let's do this. I do have a friend coming soon, so I need to do this quick. This is taking a little longer than I expected. Maybe I shouldn't have gone and done the extra story chapter this.
You're mine. You win. You're mine.
I guess you interrupted me. Now I've missed pausing the ad, but I guess better the fight than the cutscene?
Yes, we can. I think there's hope.
Now, melee attacks. You win. You're mine. Deploying field.
Take this.
Got the ad. Gotcha.
This is it. Hypernova.
I got the pendant. Now topple him.
I'll take them down.
Okay, close enough so I can actually attack it, because of course attacks have to have range. Okay, phase 1.
His memories. They are part of me now. When he dissolved, he became one with the protoplasm. Listen to me. I see now the reason why they fear the Samarians. A long time ago, the Samarians created new life forms to serve them. They created the Ganglion. The original Ganglion was synthesized, but artificial. Which is why they fear humans. The descendants of their creators.
Come on.
I guess why they put that failsafe in there, that if you touch them, they die?
This is no place for a scout. Switching to ground.
Did they just drain all my fuel?
Absorber skin.
Like you.
I know my scale doesn't have a lot of fuel, but definitely the rest of the were not that low. I don't like that. Especially when I want this to go faster, and that's gonna make it go slower.
Like you.
Because if Frank gets here, I'm gonna have to end stream in the middle of this fight, which I don't want to have to do. If that happens, I'm gonna have to just end stream and start stream wherever I left off.
Didn't know I was so popular.
That's not the ideal.
I know. Take this. Now cripple him. Assault hammer. Assault hammer. Thank you. I tried to watch me lay it down.
Shadow strike.
And if it happens, so be it.
Now, melee attack.
I know. Take this.
That's how you say it. Do it.
Why am I suddenly so tired?
I like
you. We gotta get your flash.
Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade. Watch me lay it. Assault hammer.
Alright, let's do this as quick as we can.
Prepare. Follow me. I'm on the road. Not over.
I mean, I technically have uranium, but obviously I can't refuel my skull unless I go back to the hangar, so.
Hope you're ready for
But we're going quickly, so.
assault hammer. Flash grenade. Shadow strike.
Don't push me.
Side flash.
Just a little more. I know we're getting attacked by other things, but it doesn't matter if we get Lao out of the way first, I would assume. Oh. A lot of these games are just, especially in this game, you just defeat the one main boss, and then the ads will just go away with it. So hopefully that's the case here.
This can make all the difference.
Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade.
More. Didn't know I was so popular. Clocking out yet.
Good Velma. Okay, and almost Arena, and almost me too.
I got a little reckless.
Why so much damage all right at the end? Like, we were doing just fine.
Let me at him. So what? One more hit for me.
What happened? Everything was going perfectly fine, and then suddenly stuff hit the fan all at once. You're not gonna let me save here, are you? But I guess that's a sign. But it just means I'm gonna have to redo up to this point before next stream, and then just start right from here. But it's what it is. Thank everybody so much for watching and chatting. Next stream, hopefully Thursday. I am really hoping I get my Switch 2 in time so that I can stream, I guess just a bunch of different things on Thursday, like try out a bit of Mario Kart, a bit of the Zelda upgrades, and maybe some Wind Waker and NSO, and yeah, just anything I can to try out the new upgrades. So, I will see you all then. Mwah.